Happy birthday if it's your birthday. Happy belated birthday if it's in the past. Happy future birthday if it's in the future. My name is Lime Green, and welcome back, finally, to Game Gush. It's episode 2. It's heart beating. This game was created way back in 2013 at a game jam, which is like, a bunch of indie developers come together and they have 24 hours to create a game, and the theme that year was heartbeat, or the sound of a heartbeat. And James Barnard, that's what I'm going with. He created this game, and I could not find if it won, or maybe there's not really a prize. You just walk away with, the game you made. But eventually it came to 3DS, and that's what I'm here to show you. Like, it's a pretty fun game. It's kind of like WarioWare, you just saw the intro, and it has 15 different little mini games, and now I'm here to gush about them and why this game should be appreciated more. So here we go. The first minigame is an endurance test to see how fast you can tap the screen. The second minigame is a lot cooler. You have to hold down the A button so that the hammer swings and slams into the heart. The third one is a match game of plugs and outlets. Fourth one is Duck Hunt, but with organs instead of ducks, and a lot more pressure. I think it's funny that this is the minigame that's called Hunt, and the Duck Hunt minigame is called Move. But this minigame is the heart just moves around the screen when you tap it. You just gotta chase it all around. So in this minigame, you have to hit the heart as soon as you see it. And this is one of my favorite minigames. I just like the detail on the axe, and the girl's blue hair. It just looks really nice. I know. Just a really fun, nice looking minigame. Top 5. So in this minigame, you're in an airplane, dropping off bombs and stuff. And I don't know, the airplane really reminds me of something out of Metal Slug. Is it just me? Someone else let me know. I'm not a big metal slug guy. The environment really looks really cool. You're trying to squish the heart with a hydraulic press. Shout out to the hydraulic press channel. This one is like a combination of the two tap the heart minigames. Like it's an endurance test and it moves all around. I think it gets like harder as you progress. This is where it's at. You're in a plane trying to shoot down the heart, and it's shooting. I like to think those are like seismographs or like heart palpitations or something at you. And those are like eyes or something. Are there any doctors in the audience? I don't know. This reminds me of like My Sims Kingdom, you know, plane versus eye. And this is like the strangest level in this game. I don't know. I like it. Now we move over to race, where you move over the heart for more time. And if you run into the grass, it slows you down, which is a little strange. But if you run into the oil slick, that's like game over. This one's pretty fun. It's not the best. It's like middle of the road for me. It's alright. Alright. In tank, you launch missiles from a tank at the hearts. It's pretty self-explanatory, but only one missile can be launched from one tank at a time before they gotta go reload or something. It's pretty strange and different concept. I don't know. Reminds me of like an arcade game. This whole game reminds me of an arcade game now that I think about it. But yeah. Alright. This is a game where you have to match the color of the heart, the color of the word, not the color the word says. And it gets so like intense later on. Like my mind can't even like keep up. It's a really fun game. This one is just inputting Street Fighter commands or cheat codes. You just gotta hit buttons in sequence really fast and not mess up. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty fun. It's one of my favorite games. For the final level, you have to take your heart on the top screen and shoot the bigger hearts. And on the bottom screen, you have to hit the buttons in time and dismiss the hearts before they get to you. Is a good couples, and I am dead. So that's how tough the final level is. Another thing I want to throw in there is it's random what they say between each other. And I think that's very cool just for a little game like this. Some websites and reviews call this game Hurt Beaten the Anti-Valentine. And I think that's just like the perfect name for a sequel if they were ever to do one. You know, the Anti-Valentine. And a couple ideas I had for a sequel would be, you could, change the gender of your main character and of your ex. And, a story mode where you're like in a castle. You could be, the princess or the prince. And instead of like you're the captured princess, prince, or whatever, you're like waiting there and the knight is coming to save you, but it's like a reverse tower defense thing. They're coming to save you, but you're playing mini games and you're like fending them off away from your castle. That way the mini games kind of have a purpose, I guess. I don't know, that's the only idea I have. I basically had 24 hours to have this idea, kind of like how Hurt Beaten was made in 24 hours. If they can have more music like they had like this in the sequel, that would be the best thing, because the music in this game is the best. I bought this game just off the music and the, like, what is it, the 8-bit visuals. If you have some clean art, I'm there. But there's Hurt Beaten, and there's me gushing about it. It's a pretty cute game. Play it when you have a crush you want to forget, or if you have a love of cute mini games and compilation mini games. See ya on the flip side.